And welcome back to the channel, guys. You join us for season 49 episode 54, and this is a league game, but it's all part of the battle for 6th position. Yeah, here's the top half of the Bundesliga, and look at that. Runnymede Rangers, Southport Superstars and Viking are all vying for that 6th position. We're all on 65 points. We've all got points per game, 1.86, and Runnymede Rangers, I think, have got the better form going into these last 3 games. And what are the last 3 games? Well, here you go. Runnymede Rangers, we've got Shadow Prisoners away, which is just about to play. Then we've got Rensby at home. That's bottom of the league, Rensby. Then we've got second place Radicals, so we've got which are away. So we've got our work cut out, especially that last one. Southport Superstars got 11 AFC at home. Inter Malaga, who are 3rd in the league, away. Then, really interestingly, they play Viking in their last game of the season, and that's away. So, conversely, Viking have got Extombo today. They've got 11 AFC away, and obviously they play Southport Superstars at home. So, which do you think is going to get the best out of top 6? Well, for us to stand any of a chance, we've got to beat Shadow Prisoners. And if we preview this game, then obviously it's league game 36. It was attendance 11,093 at Coburn's Shadow Prisoners Stadium. Shadow Prisoners were 14th, although they have got a decent team. There wasn't that many in between skill points between Shadow Prisoners and Runnymede Rangers. But look at that, we are going in 6th. We are playing 2 up front. We're playing the big boys, Schroeder and Costa, and playing 4 in midfield. So we're going 4-4-2 for this one. So let's see how the lads did. Let's get the game kicked off, and it was Runnymede Rangers. We had most of the possession, and we were taking the game to Shadow Prisoners. They had their fair share of chances, but it was Runnymede Rangers that were showing the most promise. But against the run of play, Tannenbaum, their striker, he scores on 27, and we are 1-0 down. So we are struggling at this point. The confidence seems to ebb away from us, and we're struggling to get any passes together, any continuity. And indeed, we go to half-time 1-0 down. So we've got a massive second half. That fight for top 6 is close, so we need to put the Jets on. And second half kicked off, and it was Runnymede Rangers. We were off to a purpose, and we were running down Shadow Prisoners, running down their end, closing down their players, getting the crosses in, and Vale, he scores on 55. He scores from midfield. We are 1-1. That's a great peg back. Vale, he often scores really crucial goals, like example the first one, and he scored one here. And this spurs us on. We are now all attack. We can sense 3 points. And indeed, Schroeder takes a while, but he slots on 83. We are now 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go. Shadow Prisoners, they try to counter-attack, but we are holding solid. And indeed, that's how the game finishes. 3 points. Shadow Prisoners 1. Runnymede Rangers 2, and that's just the tonic we need to take into the last 2 games of the season. So let's go to itsagol.org and look at that. It's official. Shadow Prisoners 1, Runnymede Rangers 2. That was a tight one. It was 1-1 for ages. And if we go to the match report, we can see, look at that, 62% possession. That's not bad for an away game. 38 for Shadow Prisoners. Vale, well played. He got man of the match, obviously for his goal and contribution in midfield. And look at that, 14 shots, 8 on target against Shadow Prisoners, 7 shots, 4 on target. Wow. So let's have a look at this table, and we can see that Runnymede Rangers, you're obviously still 6th, but look, Southport Superstars won, and Viking won. So they both, we all win, so we all stay the same. So goal difference wise, Runnymede Rangers were literally 1 goal above Southport Superstars, so we need to keep that goal difference as well. So that's another thing to look at. And Buxton, they keep their 4-point gap in between Radicals, and down at the bottom, Galaxy Dreams, what are they playing at? They are flirting with relegation, and here's our next opponent, Remsby. But before we go into that game, just want to show you this, because I want to show you Project Saga. So my last video, I mentioned getting the players' skills up. So Project Saga is one to consider. And look at that, Topolkov. He's now Project Saga because he's now over 60. So we want to get at least a first team all above 60. So Topolkov is another jigsaw in that puzzle. We've got Monican, he's close. Vale, he's close. Canafilo, he's close. So Project Saga will continue and hopefully get some results before the end of the season. Okay, right, so let's go into match day then, and we've got to review our game against Rensby. So Rensby, as we've just seen, are bottom of the league. So this is a great time to rest the players and then play Radicals FC in our last game. So going with a weakened squad in this one. So we've got Guts, our reserve goalie, he's in goal. Then we are swapped in Delarue and Kunkel. Then we've got a Kinkawan, that's another change. Monica goes into the centre midfield. We've got Hiera playing, and then we rest Costa, play Schroeder, but we've got Inzogru and Canafilo back. So that lot are going in on 61. And look at that, Rensby's team sheet got one missing, but if you look through their team, 66 not bad, 50s, 30s, 20s, 40s. This should be okay because we are at home and they're going in on 49. So even if they do go in on 54, then we're hoping that we are at home and can get the 3 points. Cool. So the battle for 6th still carries on. It's still raging. Everything to play for, but obviously that 6th spot gets us into the Platinum Shield. So it's the Europa League or Europa Cup of It's a Goal, so we're desperate for that. Cool. So guys, if you've got any comments on what you've just said, you know what to do. Put them down below, and while you're down there, subscribe, smash the likes, and as always, don't just tune in, join in to itsagol.org. Thanks for watching.